Hi everyone. Thank you for coming to the premiere. Thank you for waiting. Thank you to everyone who's watching right now. So I'm with my dad today, and we're going to be drawing Nijisanji characters for you. Dad, can you show your hands? Proof of life? There we go. So so my dad's hands are kind of like mine. They're just a little and if you guys saw his hands without gloves, you'd see how weathered they are and kind of worn, I suppose. But you know, I wouldn't expect anything less from an old man. So, but thank you so much for having me. Hi everyone. I hope everyone is good. It's good to see you. I'm gonna pretend like I'm reading out all your names. Oh, hello. And today we're going to be drawing Nijisanji EN characters. I know that's what the schedule says, but for lack of time, I think we're going to just draw XSOLEIL characters first, and if we have any more time, we'll move on to Nijisanji characters and, you know, maybe other livers. But yeah, are you okay with that, Dad? What do you think? Okay. Alright, that's good. I feel like people are gonna compare. Yeah, my dad is also wearing my jacket, so I know it may look like me, but it's not me. You're not gonna see my hands once on this premiere, everyone. So I'm just going to be, I'm at a distance now. Right now I'm just going to react to my father as he draws on the drawing pad. Sound good? Thanks for joining me, Dad. This is also a very monumental time, everyone, because he's
what
doing
is that?
hand puppets.
What is that? Wait.
This is also a very monumental time because Dad also celebrated his birthday, and I was so blessed to be able to celebrate with him and be around family. So he hit the big 6-0. He's doing that with his hands right now, the 6. So yeah, let's go, baby, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna draw XSOLEIL characters. So the first person we're going to draw is this person. Okay. Alright, now Dad is not like as involved with the characters and all, you know, like live streams as much, even though he knows more than Mom. He's more technologically savvy. I know you don't know this person's name, Dad, but if you were to give this person a name, what would you give them? You can think of any name. He's a red boy with red hair. He's part of my gen. He's very stylish, very soft-spoken and sweet. What would you name him if you could give him any name in the world? Any name, what would you give him? Count? Okay, so you'd name him Count? Oh, like Dracula almost, right? Okay, I like that. So go ahead, Dad, you can start drawing Count. I'll tell you more about Count, so take your time, but I'll tell you more about Count D as you kind of start drawing. Okay. So yeah, thank you for coming. I'm gonna pretend like I see you guys again. Oh, thank you everyone, thank you. I'm so happy to be able to have Dad and Mom over on the stream and everything, because it's like, how do I say this? It's so, you guys know how often I bring them up on stream because they just mean so much to me, and it's, you know, gotten to the point they've been so involved, you know, with me and in my Nijisanji kind of, in my tenure, my not short tenure, but my 2-year tenure in Nijisanji. So it's such a monumental thing for me to be able to bring them on the channel, and I really hope this is a challenge to all the livers. Please, I want to see more parents. I want to see your moms, and I want to see your dads joining the stream. Or, you know what, bring your siblings in too. I think that would be really fun. But enough about me. Dad is drawing Count D now, or Ver Vermillion from Nijisanji, and it's looking pretty good. Now, I can assure you guys that you guys have seen my drawings. I can assure you that I am so much worse than my father. Like, he mentioned this to me in passing, where he was trying to tell me some of his accolades and some of the things that he's accomplished as an aspiring artist, even as he is 60 years old. He mentioned he won the national safety poster competition. So he won He's clapping for himself, but he won the National Safety Poster Competition, which means it was countrywide, national, and it was like people were competing. I don't exactly know when it was, probably how good, 30-40 years ago, but I think that's pretty impressive. I've never won anything in my whole life. I can even barely win getting up early and on time and making it to stream. Hell, this premiere is probably going to be late. Like, I guarantee that this stream is still going to be late. It's a pre-recorded stream, and it's probably still going to be late. But I'm sorry, Dad, I'm talking your ear off. Count D, or Ver, the person that you're drawing right now, is one of my best friends. He's a really, really cool guy. He speaks English and Korean. He taught me a lot of the Korean words that I know now. And he is just a genuinely soft-spoken guy. So, yeah, I think when I saw his character for the first time as well, you're drawing him really nicely done. But when I saw his character for the first time, I thought that if you took away his face, he would look like a pretty intimidating guy. But I think Ver's eyes kind of show this like softness to him that make him look way, like kind of soften everything. And I like also the way that his shoulders are rounded, both in how you're drawing him and in general. That looks really good so far. This is so embarrassing. My dad is ratioing me in every possible way. This is so embarrassing on my part. I feel like having him over might just be a detriment to my own reputation and my image rather than a benefit. Yeah. But that looks pretty good, Dad. Are you done, or? Okay, you can keep going. Okay, so that's Count D. He looks pretty. My dad is like getting into it. He's getting into it, adding like little details and earrings and whatnot. I think that's very interesting. He added a little splash of blue for some reason. I was still confused. I will have to ask him about his thought process as I end the stream, because there is not an iota of blue on the characters. So it's going to be interesting. But okay, so that's Count D, or Ver Vermillion. Thank you for drawing. Do you like it? What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, Dad? Like your own drawing. Like on how well you could do. 1 to 10. 1? Okay. So my dad thinks he can do better. He's warming up. He has very high expectations for himself, as you guys can see. So let's just move on with the next one and see if he warmed up a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So the next one we have is 3, 2, 1. Purple. Yippee! Yippee! Okay, Dad. What do you think her name is? If you could guess, and if you could give her any name. Hold on, let me zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. There you go. If you could give her a name, what would her name be? It could be anything in the world. She could be named Patricia, or Jacqueline, or Sarah, or Jessica. Bay. No way he's supposed to say. Please don't say Beyonce. Okay, we'll keep it there for copyright purposes. It's just Bayo. So he's gonna start drawing Bayo. No way he called Meloco Beyonce. So this, or her name, or actual name, that surprise, is not Beyonce, but it's Meloco. And Meloco is my best friend. I know I said that about. Oh, yeah, it's the one that you've seen on the off collab and everything. Yeah, so you probably heard of her. Heard of her? Yeah, because we've collabed pretty often. I think Meloco and I have the most collabs out of everyone. Let's do it. Okay. You seem super duper eager with all of those exclamation points and everything. But this is also embarrassing for me because my father's handwriting is so much better. My dad went to a technical school. He's gonna, I swear, I'm buttering him up so much here. He's probably gonna watch this over and over again, because my father went to a technical school where he yeah, he would always bring it up. Like whenever we used to drive by his school, he would point to his school and give me story upon story about how it was. And he would never ever refer to his school in a bad light. He would always say it was a technical school. That was the adjective that preceded the noun all the time when he spoke about his school. It was always a school of very learned individuals with very smart educators and he would always tell me about stories about how he would do engineering, and it was a conjunction of architecture and engineering and different types of just technical subjects like welding and stuff. And because of that, I was able to learn some of those skills. Like I know how to weld. I know how to some degree. Definitely not good. I would probably injure myself and bring myself to the hospital, but I could weld to save my life if I needed to. This is turning out to be interesting. My dad is laughing, but he's trying to hold in his laughter really badly because he knows he can't speak. But I'm liking it. I think that, you know, he's really showing his prowess here a little bit. But he's showing his prowess here a little bit, and yeah, he's just so funny. I like it though. No matter what anyone says, you will always be famous in my eyes, Father Haywire. And yeah, my dad is really what I'm really surprised at, and like an interesting observation I've always had about my father as well is he doesn't have like the jitters, you know, and anxiety the way that I do, in the sense that his hands are very steady. So even growing up, I would remember like my dad's hands were always super steady whenever he'd work on welding or even measuring, or even when he would like hold up nails with a hammer, like with a hammer in the other hand, he would always have steady hands. And I've always been envious about that because my hands are a little bit like, my hands are pretty steady, but when I'm anxious, you can tell that there's a little jitters going on, and my dad is always very steady no matter what. So yeah, but it's not showing here very much. I think that he sometimes he's laughing. I think so. If you see him take his hands off the drawing pads because he has to like lean back and laugh, you might hear like wheezing here and there, but it's looking pretty okay. It definitely room for improvement. He's definitely drawing the required details though. If I have to say, if I were to, you know, this looks like one of those sketches that the police do when they're trying to capture a criminal. If a police officer handed me this sketch, I would start arresting random citizens, because God knows who this one could be. I can see why he thinks that she's Beyonce, because it looks like he drew Beyonce, not Meloco. But you know, we'll take it. I think it looks still pretty good. And Meloco will be absolutely flattered, I'm so certain. It's so cute. I love the little tie that you drew. It's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, Dad. Do you like it? Are you gonna draw a little bit more? Okay, he's drawing the little frills and everything. I don't think that's half bad. Okay. Could you like flip it, Dad? Flip the paper so they could see. Yippee! What do you see? What do you think, John? Huh? What are you thinking? Is it a yay or an A? Okay, Dan, what would you rate it? What would you give yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Like, what would your rating be on a scale of 1 to 10 here? A 9. A 6. I think it's a 6. I have to move my head. Okay, I think it's a 6, but we'll take it. There's room for improvement always. But yeah, that's Meloco. And I didn't even talk about Meloco. I was talking about my dad's achievements the whole time. Okay, but the next person we're going to be drawing, Dan, is... Oh, that didn't work. I have to zoom out again. Yeah, that was the feeling wrong. Here. It is... blank. What do you think her name is? Come on, Dan. Oh, this was a quick one. What is this? Whoa! Whoa, my dad says, okay. I think he's liking the very avant-garde style. He's like nodding his head, trying to surmise her name. He is deep in contemplation. He's probably going to think of something spectacular, and I just can't wait to see. Oh, this is going to be a good one now. Sweetie. That's like so okay, I'll take it. Okay, so Sweetie was the name that he chose. A little interesting for sure. Very grandfather coded, but living up to his name. Okay, Dad, that's great. I'll take it. I'll have you know that she's actually not anything like you described. So her personality, as you draw, take your time though. Her personality is that of a... I'm trying to find like the right word to describe her, but it starts with like B and ends with an itch. But I love her still. She's gonna kill me. I love her still, and she recently took an extended break, and she's back. And I joke about her a lot, but I really love and appreciate her and everything she's done for XSOLEIL. I feel bad because I wasn't able to describe Meloco, but Meloco and Kotoka have been such integral pillars to XSOLEIL. I mean, we're only 5 people, so I think every single member has their kind of, you know, their big parts and their not uses, but their, I suppose, their importance within the group. And Kotoka is such an important person because she unifies people. Like, people don't understand that a lot of the collabs that we've done, a lot of the stuff that we've done together as a unit are because she came together and she decided to involve all of us and have stuff kind of done. And I really appreciate her. I love her, and I'm so happy she's back. But to me, she's always going to be a capital B word, itch. And that's that. I'm going to take that to the grave, but she's going to be my favorite one. And I love her so much to death. Okay, so I feel like so far there's like, you know how they say there's beginner's luck, and once you warm up, you kind of get a little bit better, and you know your kind of hand adjusts to the paper, hand adjusts to the pressure, you know, the required pressure of the pen. I feel like my dad personally is getting worse as time goes on, so I am dreading what will happen when I see the next drawing that he manages to create. I feel like we're approaching a level of abstractness that only Pablo Picasso can meet. This is very interesting stuff, to be honest with you. But who knows? I one day might become so incredibly popular and so incredibly successful. It's not gonna happen, but I might get to the point where these drawings will sell for $50 million a pop, and you know, maybe he'll be the one laughing to the bank here, and I'll just be, you know, sunken, and my face will be crestfallen with shame because he managed to out-earn me here. Because wow, these drawings are something, all right, I have to say. And he's going the extra mile by drawing almost her whole figure and the whole model. Kotoka, if you're watching this, you absolutely do not deserve this, but it's happening anyway. I can't change it. If it were me, I would have drawn you like an ice cream cone. There's this popular illustration of Kotoka as an ice cream cone, and I would have just done that for you. But here you go. My dad is being very generous. He's trying. Yeah. This is so funny looking. I like it so much, but it's cute at the same time. Oh, I miss Kotoka though. It's so good to see Kotoka again. I'm looking at her PNG and like, man, it's so good to have her back. I'm so happy. And I think Dad cooked a little bit. The face is like, I think the face is the weakest part, but everything else is like, oh wow, you actually got proportions correct and everything. Good job, Dad. This is really good. Okay, now on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this? What would you give Kotoka? Like this drawing of her that you just did? A 9 again. So this is amazing. We truly are living in delusional times, everyone. There is just a level of delusion than my so for all of the Sicklings who say that I'm delusional, you now know where I get it from. But my father is trying his best, and that's what matters. So thank you, Dad. I really appreciate it. I think it's pretty good though. Keep in mind, my dad doesn't draw very often. My dad is really good with measuring and with building with his hands. I wish I could show you guys some of his stuff, because my dad is a big fan of Lego and all that. But thank you, Dad, so much for drawing that. Okay, we're gonna move on to the last one, and I realize that this is pretty long already, so we'll move on to the last one. And then maybe we'll draw an extra one, we'll see. But the last one is from XSOLEIL, at least. Is Doppio Dropscythe. Doppio. Oh, I shouldn't have said his name. Okay, pretend I didn't say his name. You probably weren't listening to me. You were used to me just talking out of my ass all the time, Father. So if you could give him a name, any name in the world, if you could call him anything, what would this strapping young lad be? Justin. He kind of looks like a little bit of a Justin Bieber, a little bit. If Justin Bieber, gained a few inches and became a little bit, little interesting, a little zesty, but it's okay. We'll take it. Justin is really good. I feel Dopey would absolutely run with that. Thank you so much, Father. That's some really good stuff. And okay, so my dad is going to start drawing Senor Justin. So Justin is like, it's funny because you're off the mark with a lot of these things, because Justin is such a normal name, and Dopey is the most zany character you'll ever meet, Father. I feel like Dopey is the fear and the terror of any like older person, because Dopey will just talk and talk and talk, and most of the times he doesn't really make sense with what he's saying, but that's where his charm really lies. It's just he's a very strapping, charming young lad. He gives off Justin energy in looks for sure, but not in vibes. If I were to name him, you know what? If I were to name him, he'd still have the name Dopey. It's so synonymous with him now at this point. Like, he is so just abstract in character. I feel like if Dad draws an abstract art piece here with little squiggles and lines, you know how those very creative artists just have like splotches of paint and red and white and blue everywhere. If my father drew something like that right now, it would actually be the most fitting, because Dopey in him, himself is a very zany, very animated character and almost abstract in nature. But Dad is actually cooking a little bit. I can see it. I can see it for sure. My dad, although I have to say, even as a kid, my dad would always sketch with pencils, and he would give like general outlines of things. I think that's what they also kind of do. I might be talking out of my ass. I always am talking out of my ass, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt here. But in technical schools, I always see like architects and people who design clothes, they always sketch with like mechanical pencils, and it's just the general, outline of things where they give little angles and it's almost like the idea of or a caricature of the actual thing, like an idea of it. So my dad is always drawn like that, with like lighter shaded pencils. So asking him to draw with a heavy pen with like strong ink coming out of it and everything, it's a big ask for him, and he's doing pretty good, all things considered. I'm also talking out of my ass, everyone. Sometimes it costs nothing to be quiet, but it's still a price I cannot pay, because all I do is talk. I'm paid to do it, and I'm embarrassed every time I speak and I open my mouth. I say something awful, but that's Justin, everyone. And Justin is looking particularly snazzy. I'm really liking it. Dopey, to kind of finish off that point, my dad is listening to me, by the way. He's like inclining his ear to me and looking at me and responding to me here and there. But Doppio is very, very animated. He's also a very loving guy behind the scenes and very, very supportive. Doppio is the type of person that will tell you to do it if you want to do it, and he will support you through it. Like, he will give you words of encouragement, words of wisdom, and just generally good advice. Like, people think that Doppio's like crazy and zany all the time, and he is. He's still him, but it doesn't mean that he cannot level with you and give you the advice that you need, and is very like sweet and very accommodating in that sense. And that is drawing him really well. I think that this might actually be my favorite drawing. Maybe this one in Ver. So I think you drew the XSOLEIL boys pretty well. I'm afraid to see his drawing of me though. That is going to be absolutely terrible. I don't even think I have me on this. I don't think I have me on this. Okay. So as the drawing progresses, I continue to see the vision. There we go. A little bit off proportionally, but I'm still liking it. That's good, Vale. That's really good. Okay. Okay, Dad. Now, what would you rate Justin on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate your illustration of Justin? If you could give it a rating. A solid and strong 8. Amazing. Oh, the sad face as well. See, my father was also the same. Whenever I'd get an 8 out of 10 in school, he would give me a sad face as well. He would always think that I was capable of more. But I was never. I couldn't even pass most of my courses. But here we are. Thank you so much, Dad. Okay. That's really, really cute. Thank you so much for drawing. Okay. Are you down for one last drawing? Okay. We'll do one last. Okay, then. So, the last one, and I'm going to show it to you in 3, 2, 1. Who is this? It's you. Yeah, it's me. Yippee. So it's me, Dad. But that's my other outfit. Right now, I'm wearing this very formal kind of Phantom of the Opera. You were the one who said this looked like Phantom of the Opera too when you saw it. Are you excited to draw me? Yippee! Thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. You sound just like Mom. But thank you. That's my like normal school counselor outfit. You think you can handle that? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what my father has to say. Let's go, he says. Let's go. Okay, everyone. So this is it. Dan, give it your best shot. This is your piece de résistance. People who are French in the chat, please do not crucify me. I don't know if I said that right, but this is the crème de la crème. And my father is going to show out. He's going to give everything. He's going to make this one a 10 out of 10. He's going to rival names such as Michelangelo, Leonardo. We're reaching the pinnacle of artistic excellence, everyone. Okay? I'm excited for this. So, let me tell you about myself, Father. I'm kidding. You know more about me than anyone else does. So, I'll let your drawing speak for itself here, but I'm excited to see this, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I appreciate it. I miss reading the chat already. I'm pretending. It's so funny because I'm using this overlay behind me, and there's a big overlay that says chat right behind me, but there's no chat moving, and it makes me feel sad because I'm like, man, I wish I could read chat and see what you guys are saying and see how you're reacting to all of this, because I'm having such a great time. And again, it's kind of bittersweet. I want to thank everyone again for 300,000 subscribers. I'm so happy to be able to bring and to unlock the doors, to bring kind of, or to, thank you first and foremost to Nijisanji and for allowing my parents to come on and to kind of just show things that they're passionate about. My father isn't necessarily passionate about drawing, but he is passionate about he does have an artistic side, and yeah, I think he's showing it pretty heavily here. He may, just like how you say, I'm quick with math. You may be quick with math, but you're not exactly right all the time. And my father may say he's artistic, but no one said he was good. So we'll leave it at that. And he's not letting his dreams be memes. And he's letting it flow through. He's leaving it all out on the paper right here. He's the LeBron James, the Michael Phelps of just letting it all out and letting his illustrations speak for themselves. So I'm excited to see how this is. But I digress always. I'm so thankful for 300,000 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much for coming here to see my father draw. And I'm not going to lie, this drawing of me is probably the best. I feel like it's maybe because my dad has seen me so many times, and I also zoomed in a little extra with my picture so he can kind of see the proportions a little bit better. But this might be the genuine, the unironic best one. So I'll take it though. I'll take it. Oh, this is turning out too good. This is turning out a little bit too well. I think he's cooking here. Everybody's hungry. The kitchen is open, and this man has the fires. He's just stoking the fires of the kitchen right now. He's boiling the pot. He is feeding. He is eating and feeding with this drawing. This is so spectacular. And the proportions are actually the best here, I feel. I don't know what I'm talking about, really. I couldn't draw to save my life. But you guys are seeing it with your own very eyes. And I think that this is pretty good, unironically. I'm really happy at how it's turning out. But thank you everyone so much for 300,000 subscribers. I keep like going on these really awful, long-winded tangents. I'm very grateful for each and every single one of you who has subscribed and supported me. This is a very bittersweet moment, but this was a good laugh and it made me smile a lot. So it's more sweet than bitter. But look at that. Look at the drawing. He's taking his time, drawing all the little details. He's got my angry expression on and everything. Oh, he's gotten everything correctly. All the proportions are so good. He really saved the best for last, everyone. He gave it all out here. He left nothing, he wants to go home tonight. I can tell my father wants to go home tonight and leave no regrets. He wants to leave it all on the drawing pad. Unmistakable penmanship and artsmanship right here. This is just artistic integrity and beauty at its best. I am absolutely talking out of my ass in hopes that you guys, think that I'm actually saying something of worth and of salt, but there's absolutely nothing I'm saying that is worth your time. You watching up until this point is still surprising me, to be completely honest, but thank you for making it this far. This looks so cute, Dad. I like it so much. Oh my goodness. Wow. This one was really good. This one actually ate. You ate and left no crumbs. Wow. He's not done yet. He just keeps going. Every time I think it's good, he just keeps putting that pen back to the paper. And it's like, no. You think this is good? Let me show you what's good, son. He's taking me to school right now. And I feel schooled, alright? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm in shock. I'm speechless. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh my god, he wrote it down too. That's so cute. Thank you so much, Father. I like that one. I like that one. Everybody look at it. Feast thine eyes. Wow. Thank you so much. What would you rate this illustration, Dad, on a scale of 1 to 10? I think it deserves... Oh, there we go. There we go, everyone. The best for last. A 10 out of 10. I completely agree. I love it so much. Thank you so much, father for the drawing. And I think that's it. Thank you so much, Dad, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Can you show your hands one more time? Yippee! Okay, so that's my dad's hands. It's a little bit like shorter. This is my hands over here. You guys can't see, but I'm bringing this like my shiesty on the table. But thank you so much for joining me, Dad. Thank you for celebrating 300,000 subscribers with me. And I know that I know that this is like, you know, you're a busy guy, so you taking your time to help set everything up and be with me here means a lot to me. Thank you for being here. And you really left nothing. You left everything on the table and on the drawing pad. It's so beautiful. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching, Sicklings. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And on the next episode, maybe we'll have both my parents doing something. They can maybe play Jack, you know, maybe like rock, paper, scissors or something. I don't know. Something fun like that. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.